Yeah, hello, Joyce. Are you giving the message today? You need to unmute.
Yeah.
You are. Okay, thank you. That's very good. I just need to update the slides to put your name. I'll just put Joyce.
I'll put my name.
Yeah, because you're giving the message today, yeah?
Yeah, I was asked to give testimony today.
Very good.
Yeah, thank you, Uncle John.
Thank you.
I don't know what things. It's my first time.
That's okay. So what's your last name again?
Warousu. Warousu.
Okay, Warousu.
Yeah,
Warousu.
SU. Yeah.
All right, great. Thank you. I'll just put that. Yeah. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania Hundoke. Together, we're having Joyce Warousu from Solomon Islands presenting. Today is Sunday, the 29th of December 2024, or the 29th of November in the 12th year of Chongalguk. So thank you all for coming, and let's begin with a bow to our true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. Chanji Champunimge Chombe Paro. And let's recite our family pledge, both in Korean and English.
가전맨세 1. 전국 주인 우리 가족은 참사랑을 중심하고 본연 땅을 찾아 본연의 창조 이사인 지산천국과 전산천국을 창건할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 1. Our family, the owner of Chongguk, pledges to seek our original homeland and build the kingdom of God on earth and in heaven, the original ideal of creation, by centering on true love. Thank you. I'd like to ask Mark Burfield if you could offer the opening prayer, please.
Thank you. Please join me in prayer. Good morning, our dearest Heavenly Parent and our beloved true parents. We greet you this new day. We are very grateful for your creation, Heavenly Parent, and our lives that we can live to enjoy your creation and to experience your love through the creation and through relationship with you and with each other. We know that this world is not as you intended up to this point because of the tragic consequences of the human fall at the beginning of human history, and ever since then you've been painstakingly working through a process that this world can be restored back to your original ideal. And 2,000 years ago, Jesus came to the earth as the only begotten Son, and very unfortunately he was not received and he was crucified. And yet again, there's been a long suffering course to this point, 2,000 years later. But because now in this age, we have the true parents, the second coming of through true father and true mother as the first and only begotten daughter, and they could be blessed together and begin the holy lineage, begin the process by which this world can be ultimately restored back to your original ideal. So this has been a very long, painful process, but we live in this very precious time now where this world has been transformed into your original ideal. And we are part of that process. We are witnesses to and participants in this restoration time. So we express our gratitude for that reality, in fact, Father, parents, and we want to do our best to fulfill our portion of responsibility within our sphere of influence to affect your heavenly will so that this world can be restored as quickly as possible. We look forward in this time and this coming year in April to the opening up of the Chonmongung, the Chonol Sanctum, so that you can be truly present on this earth and your substantial magnificence can be experienced by all humankind. After this prayer and report, name of Mark and Masako, birth of a blessed central family, Arju.
Thank you, and let's give a warm welcome to Joyce as she shares with us this morning. Hello.
Thank you, Uncle John. Good morning, everyone. First of all, I want to thank Heavenly Parent and beloved true parents for protection and guidance since I joined the church. I joined the church in 2002, just straight after I left high school. I was witnessed by Selina Gallop in 2002. So in 2002, during Easter, I joined the 3 days workshop, and in May 2002, I joined Sisters team and went to Sydney for fundraising. So from 2002 until 2010, I was a full-time member, and I did fundraising in Australia, in Korea, and I led a team. I was I think most of the time I was a team leader. I lead the youth to do fundraising. I think those, yes, also Uncle John was in Solomon Islands with Uncle Paul. And in 2007, I went to Vanuatu. At that time, Uncle John was here and helped in Vanuatu church. I came back 2008. We prepared for GPF in Solomon Islands. And 2009, I went back to Australia again for fundraising. And actually, I received my first blessing in 2003, but it took me 2003 until 2009. I waited, but the brother left the church. So in 2010, I received second blessing with my husband now. Yeah. So from 2002 until 2010, I was a full-time member in the church. I started family in 2011 with my husband. And from 2011, I find a job and I work outside of the church at the Correctional Service of Solomon Islands. I worked for 4 years, and I was not, the environment was different. So I decided to resign from that job, and I applied for another job with the Central Bank of Solomon Islands, and I was offered the position I applied for. So I worked with the Central Bank of Solomon Islands for 3 years, and then I don't like the environment at the workplace. So I decided to resign again, and I volunteered for the Women Federation of Solomon Islands because that time they were working on the school project. So I left, and I left the job and helped Women Federation in 2017 and 18, and 2019 I decided to do HTM. I went to my husband's province and my province. So I did HTM, and I gave the blessing to the holy wine to 640 couples. So at that time, Reverend Gu was here, so he asked me to help him. So I gave him 430 couples at that time. Since I joined the church until now, I believe wholeheartedly that I was guided by my ancestors to join the church. I had few experiences with my ancestors, like one of the experience is in Korea when I went for the blessing. I saw my grandfather appear to me, and he told me that he's the one led me to Korea, and I asked why, and he said, "Oh, nobody know why you are in Korea, even your parents. But if they ask you why you come to Korea, please tell them that I am the one led you to Korea." That's what my father's father, my grandfather. And I was shocked. And from that time, I understood that I was guided by my ancestors to join the church, to meet the Messiah. And in 2007, when I was in Vanuatu, my father went to the spiritual in 2006. And in 2007, I was in Vanuatu. My father appeared to Vanuatu sister, and he gave her a message to pass to me. And he told the sister, like he said, "Please tell Joyce not to leave the church no matter what, because if I did not go to the spirit world, she was the one. But then because I went to the spirit world, she stayed in here to do this, what she's doing now. So no matter what she goes through, please tell her not to leave what she's doing now." So at that time, I believe wholeheartedly that I was guided by my ancestors, my father and my grandfather and others, to join the church, to meet the Messiah. So from that time, I think in the church, I went through many challenges, but when I reflected on those experiences, it helped me to overcome and remain in the church. Also, from my experiences with true parents, like true parents came to Solomon Islands 2 times during Uncle John and Uncle Paul's times in Solomon Islands. I think Uncle John can remember those times. And also in Korea, I led the team, the young people, to Korea many times for fundraising. And during those times, I had many good experiences that when I go through challenges, I always reflected, and it's like gave me strength to overcome many things. Like in Korea, that time I was with Yutaka. He was my leader in Korea. He was the cup leader in Hoksokdong, and I led a team. And in 2006, I was asked to go to Chongpyeong to join the Leaders Assembly at that time. So I was really inspired to meet true parents directly, especially both true father and true mother. And that time the Chong Song Kyung was new and still in Korean language, and true parents gave us the Chong Song Kyung book directly, and I received from true father directly. So, and then true father asked to have dinner with Western leaders, and I was also there, and true father just came straight to our table and started talking to the members on our table. And I was so inspired to see true father closely. And yeah, so during those time, it's like my strength later on during my life of faith in the church. And also I want to reflect on Yutaka's leadership when I was in Korea. Like now, Yutaka is now leader in Oceania. And to me, it's not a coincidence, because he invested a lot in island members in Korea. And that time, later on, even during when I was working outside, I always reflected on his leadership. It was really like when I reflected, it's so spiritual, and yeah, so spiritual, and you can see the alignment with the leaders and through parents. And I had very good experience at that time, and later on in my life I always reflected on those times. So now in Solomon Islands, I'm not directly involved with the church. I'm just doing from 2020 until now. I'm just doing self-employed jobs. I don't want to work outside. I realized that my character and my attitude was not accepting working in outside environment, especially like when I reflected on the management and the policies of the working place. If I see like things not according to the policy of the working of the job, I don't want to be there. And if I see any form of criticism or corruption, I don't want to work in that environment. Like when I work, I was working at the Correctional Service of Solomon Islands. First, when I went, I studied the policies and the code of conducts. Then later on during the years, I realized that many of my bosses are not following the policies of the job and the working place, and I decided to leave. So also, I was working for an Indian company, and I read through the policies and the code of conducts, and then later I received many abuses, words, and even inaction from the males. And I sued them, I reported them to the police. And because my boss was in Australia, so I gave his number to the Solomon police, his email, his information. They contacted him, and he gave 10,000 Solomon dollar for my compensation. So from that time, I decided just to do my own things. I don't want to work outside environment. I decided to become this self-employed. So from that time, I did not help the church directly, but I just, when they need, especially in lecturing and guiding the youths, when they needed my help, they just call, and I can go to the center and give lecture. And also I focused more on witnessing to my family members for many years. I just can't have a spiritual child. I tried my best in witnessing, but I cannot bring anyone to the church. Even though I did a HTM, I went to my province, to my husband's province and his tribe. I gave holy wine to everyone of his tribe. And in my tribe, I gave holy wine to everyone. But I just can't bring anyone to the church, especially to receive blessing. But just from few years back, I started to bring my nephews and niece, my sister's children and my brother's children to the church. So I see the fruit of many years investments now to expand my family members to know true parents directly. And that's one of my strengths. If you go to my province, especially my family, my tribe, if you ask for me, everyone will tell you that, oh, sister one following Moon, sister one following Reverend Moon. All of my tribe members and family members, they know I'm following Reverend Moon. So That's one of my strengths. So now my challenge is to have my nephews and the niece, the girls, to receive the blessing. Yeah, not just to, because in Solomon Islands now it's very challenging. The changing environment is really challenging for young people to really committed, especially to keep pure before marriage. Nowadays, it's not easy. People can come and listen to the lecture, attend the workshop, but to remain until the end to receive the blessing is not easy. So that's I reflected on how I joined the church, how I maintain my faith. I want to apply it to my young ones, to have a strong faith and, to understand their own faith, their own belief, their own connection with God and true parents. That's my challenging to help them to receive the blessing. Also, my husband has been in Australia for 8 years now. I was by myself for the past 8 years. Not easy to maintain some things of life, especially to make decisions by myself. But now with the spirit of Chongqing Won, I see the providence is at the highest level. So like my recent experience, last month we had a fundraising. We have to sell tickets for our contribution to True Mother for the opening on April next year. At first, I was thinking how to sell the ticket. But when I went out, it was just so easy compared to my past experiences in fundraising in the country. Like one ticket contains 100 pages and it's $10 for one page. And I went out and I just sell the whole book for between 2 to 3 hours. Like when I went out and I told myself, let's go with the Chongqing spirit, Chongqing Won spirit. And the first person I asked, he gave $100 for 10 tickets. Another person gave another $100 for 10 tickets. And 10 people gave $100 for 10 tickets each. And it's already $600. And the left of the other 40, I just sell. And I was shocked when I realized that I'm finished just within 2 to 3 hours, the 100 tickets. And the next time I went and took another book and I went out and sell it just less than 2 hours. I sell the whole book, 100 pages. Like I just went into 2 offices. When I came out, I realized that the ticket is already gone. And that time I reflected, like many times I limit what I can do for God and true parents, not realizing that it's not my thing. It's God's timing. It's God's spirit. I should just allow myself to be used for the high purpose at the right timing. So I was so inspired. So my reflection and all these years, like before I joined the church, I attended charismatic churches. And when I joined the church, I expected the form of worship and praise and prayer. should be like the places I went to before I joined our church. But then until Chongsim won, when I see the level of praise and worship, the level of prayer, it satisfies what I was looking for. And I was so inspired, and I can't express the satisfaction or the fulfilling level of spirit I experienced during Chongsim Won. When I was the brothers and sisters, like the fighting spirit during the fighting song, it's already, for me, it's like so fulfilling. I can't sleep during Chongsim Won. Even it's challenging from Solomon Island time, 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. But when you align with the spirit and the current of that moment, you can't sleep. You just want more of it. So I think I should thank the National President of Solomon Islands for giving me this chance to share with the Oceania leaders. I have many new determination to help Solomon Island Providence. This year, during the World Teachers Day, on behalf of Women Federation, I went to the media. Uncle John, the SIBC, Solomon Island Broadcasting Corporation, and I was online telling the country, greeting the teachers, and also letting the country know that there is a movement in the country that been controlled directly by the Messiah of this time, of this age. During my introduction, I was thinking of introducing true parents, but then something controlled my mind towards, especially about that day, the World Teachers Day. But then during my speech, I was thinking of how can I mention true father or true parents in this 15 minutes talk. So during my talk, I was speaking, but then I was thinking, which moment within these 15 minutes should I mention true parents? And then when I touched the point of parents being the first teachers at home, it got me the chance to mention true parents. So in the media. So I think from that experience, one of my determination is to continue from next year to talk more on the media, because it reaches out through whole of the country. And also with True Mother's message, I was thinking of how to, because before I joined our movement, I was preaching along the street of Honiara, because I joined the South Sea Evangelical Church, SSEC. We used to preach on the street in the marketplaces, and now I was thinking like, why not now? I should go out, because if I can do it before meeting the Messiah, why not now? I should go out and especially to proclaim through Mother, the begotten daughter, and the substantial Holy Spirit on earth. So that's my determination now to contribute to Solomon Island Providence, especially when True Mother mentioned, like, we're still dominated by the Christian world. We should go out and teach Christianity about the principle of creation, letting them know about the begotten daughter, about the substantial Holy Spirit on earth. I was so challenged. Why not now? I should go out and let the people know about True Mother. She's been investing so much herself in her old age, going out and proclaiming herself. It's not right for me as a child of true parents. I'm the one should go out and proclaim to the world. Thank you so much, Uncle Jen, and all the leaders. That's the end of my sharing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you, Joyce. And it's very good to see you.
Yeah.
You look very well.
Yeah.
And I can say, even though you feel like at times that you came and you left and you came and you left, actually you never left. Yeah, you always here. I remember you as very strong, very capable, very clear-minded, very determined always, and you still are.
Yeah.
and and you don't have to worry about going out. Like, as you said, I mean, you had a lot of experience fundraising, and when you went out with the tickets, it was just suddenly easier. And that's no coincidence. I mean, it's really the time has changed and miracles do happen. And just focusing on Mother and to do whatever we can to support Mother, then Spirit World really multiplies that. So you can succeed. And I think it's great to use the media. I mean, Mother wants us to, explain to the entire world, about true parents and the only begotten daughter, and about the essence of Jesus and especially the blessing. So, you can do that. You can go out. I mean, in Solomon Islands, everyone can receive. We already laid the foundation of, in a way, with remember all the holy candy we gave to everyone in Solomon.
Yes.
So they're ready to receive. I mean, and I think focusing on your family and your cousins and your nephews and nieces, you're saying about helping them receive the blessing. I think the same thing that touched your heart, the thing you realized is that your ancestors are guiding you, and their ancestors are guiding them, and just by explaining to them that they need, for their children, their grandchildren, their descendants to receive the blessing, so that they are helped in the spirit world. I think if the Solomon Island people understood that they could help all their ancestors by receiving the blessing, then I think they would quickly get blessed. I think I actually remember many times seeing you and working with you, and I think you just need to not worry about, like everybody, not worry about the past. Just focus on working towards realizing our Mother's desire, and especially as we get older, we realize the time is running out. We want to see Mother really rest in Chongyalguk, and not needing to work anymore, because, as you said, we, the children, should be doing it, not Mother still going out, even though Mother will still go out. She
Yes.
needs to have everyone behind her, supporting, no longer feeling alone, but feeling encouraged. Yeah, and I think we need a pure environment, and Solomon's can become a pure environment, and that as you said, the world today, it's easy for young people to lose their purity, but we have to really help them, keep it, because keeping purity, helps us to easily connect to God, because God is only good and only pure, and so to keep purity, we can really support God in everything. So thank you, Joyce. It's really good to see you again, and thank you for your message and testimony. And I'll open it up to anyone else that'd like to ask you a question or make a comment or share in any way. Okay, thank you. So if there's
Thank you,
anyone,
Uncle John.
thank you. Yeah, go ahead, Reverend Stone. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, thank you so much, Joyce. Very moving,
Hello, Uncle Gixton.
very moving testimony. And most of all, thank you for your ongoing faith. It's a long journey. There's a lot of challenges and suffering, and it's so moving to hear that you're still in there and you're passionate about your parents and the Tonchin One prayer. And we really believe you'll break through. And thank you so much for your love for Heavenly Parent and true parents.
Thank you, Uncle
God bless
Gixton.
you.
Nice to see you.
God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Katrine, you got your hand up? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much, Joyce.
Hello.
Yes, we, as I said before, we remember you so well, and it feels you haven't changed at all. And I agree with John. There is so much purity, and listening to you, you're very pure and warm heart for God, for true parents, and for your nation. And every time I hear the testimonies of Solomon Island brothers and sisters, it feels that way. And it's very, very, very inspiring for us to hear all that. But maybe some question, because I think you couldn't have a child, so you received an offering child. Is that right? You want to share about that?
Sorry?
Oh, you don't hear me. Let's see. You could not receive. Would you like to share about your child? You couldn't have a child. You receive an offering child. Is that right?
No, I just took a son from my sister.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
Not a blessed child.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Just from my younger sister. Yeah.
Okay. Is it, you want to tell us a little bit about, is that?
Yeah, my husband and I, for many years, we could not have our own.
Yeah.
Due to some medical challenges from my husband.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we went 2 times to the hospital to make a medical check, and that was the result from my husband's side. Yeah. some limitations. So I decided to took one from my sister, younger sister. Yeah.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
that a son or a daughter? And
A son.
a son.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's doing
He's now
what?
11. Yeah.
11. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. Okay. Well, wonderful.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. God bless your
Thank you.
family.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Chris, go ahead.
Morning, Joyce. I remember you as a young
Morning,
girl.
Uncle Chris.
Morning, and
Yeah, good morning.
grown into a beautiful woman now. And I was really interested in what you said about your ancestors, something I'd never thought about before. That what they're doing in the spirit world is connected to the life we're living here on the earth. So if we're doing public work, they have a mission connected to that. And if we don't, if we leave, then their whole mission is affected. I hadn't really thought of it in that way before. So it just added a kind of deeper responsibility to me, for me, my relationship to the spiritual world. So I thought that was really interesting. I'm also kind of perplexed why it's so difficult to get people to continue to the blessing when, the Solomon Islanders are quite responsive to spiritual talk and spiritual things, but it's always, seems to be difficult to get them to, like you expressed. And I always wonder about that. When I was there's other churches quite active and people are responding to them. So I was just thinking in my mind, the tropical islands are very different to other nations in that even though most people are fairly poor, their life is fairly easy, really. Like food is not a problem usually, and living, they've got village support, things like that. So maybe you need to appeal to their conscience much more about what is right and wrong. It's very easy to disregard spiritual things when, for instance, in other countries, you'll find, I don't know if you're interested, but in countries where there's lots of snow and people can die in winter, they tend to be much more philosophical because you can actually die. When winter's coming, if you're not prepared, maybe you won't live. So they're always looking whether their life is more correct and their conscience are very thinking about what is life. So I'm just thinking as we're going through this now, maybe, that conscience aspect, if it's emphasized more, can change their thinking, Anyway, that's my little input. Thank you. Good to see you.
Thank you, Uncle Chris and Debbie. It's a big rain in Solomon Islands, so my power went off, my electricity. Yeah, since
I thought so. One day when I was in the Solomons, the power went out, and I thought, oh, that's so bad. And then one of the sisters came back and said, oh, no power. Nice.
Yeah.
Because it's like their village life, They like it sometimes when the power goes off.
Thank you, Uncle Chris. In my, I think with the blessing, my challenge, I think why I challenged because I had some expectation because I came from a culture not practiced nowadays, but I think I was raised directly by my father. So my culture was just from where I came from, they really emphasize on purity before marriage. And I was expecting like, oh, my children, my nephews and nieces should just naturally inherit, but it's not like that. I have to, continue to educate them and teach them on the divine principle. Like after all, at the end, nobody is perfect, but we all have to know about the Messiah and the blessing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, Jeff, go ahead.
Anyway, thank you, Joyce.
Oh, hello, Uncle Jeffrey.
Hi. Anyway,
Yeah.
that was so refreshing and so
Yeah.
clear. I don't know, Solomon people have a very special, unique something. Even though I'm an elder member, it's just like I'm a child, listening to your very clear explanation, especially about the way the spirit world talks to you,
Yeah.
That's it's like a testimony of the saints. I can see you in the Bible, like
Thank you.
Paul and Jesus on the road and just like that, So yeah, that should be heard. All our membership around the world should hear. It's just simple, but very honest and clear. Anyway,
Yeah.
Solomon, I don't know, it's a special nation in our region. I guess every nation has some unique contribution to God's providence, and certainly Solomon is very prominent in our
You
region.
never come to Solomon's.
I know. Oh my goodness me, I know. I've often said Solomon people are like Zambian people. I spent a long time in Zambia, and when John and them came to New Zealand, I thought, wow, I'm back in Zambia, very artistic, very
Yeah.
soft. African people are very different. If you come from Nigeria, some are very strong, or Zaire, but
Yeah.
so the different African nations are like different, as I often say, the Vietnamese, Chinese, Japanese, all very different. So Africa's different, each country. But so Solomon is like Zambia.
Thank you, Uncle Jeffrey.
They're very soft and nice. So thank you so much, Joyce. God bless you.
Thank you. Bless you too.
Yeah.
Sorry, just a question, Joyce. What is your husband doing all this time in 8 years in Australia?
He want to achieve some of his goals, so he went there to work. I think he's coming back this New Year. I communicated with him on Sunday, and he told me to give him last 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll pray he comes home soon.
Yes.
Yes, Reverend Abel, you got your hand up?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Uncle Abel, hello.
Hi, thank you for sharing Joyce. Yes, as Joyce was here in Vanuatu, she's really good. She helped more in the Vanuatu mission, like supporting brothers. And as I remember so far, during Joyce time, she is really supporting on the programs that I forgot the program, but she raised many young brothers during her time while she was in the Solomon. I have heard about that, and when she left, all the brothers were gone. And then when she came back, all the brothers already left. So she raised many members during the time, but I think when she was still there, the brothers will be in the center or will be blessed. Thank you, Joyce, for supporting also Vanuatu during your time. Yeah, thank you.
You need to have some Solomon brothers and sisters with you in Vanuatu, or you can send them to Solomon Islands. Now we have one from Fiji training in Solomon Islands, already 2 months.
We have made some arrangement, but due to the 7.5 magnitude. So
Oh,
the
yes.
earthquake. So yeah, hopefully we'll send some members.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you. Thank you for hard work in Vanuatu.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was going to ask Reverend Yutaka, but I noticed he's got no mic for some reason, so there's no way for him to say anything. But I'm sure he remembers you very well.
Yes, he's my mentor, one of my mentors, together with Uncle John, Uncle Paul.
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you
And thank
so
you again.
much.
It's also time now for us to offer our unison prayer. So I'll just bring up
Okay.
the screen and we can pray together. All right, let's pray together. Jew. Thank you, everyone. Thank you again, Joyce. It was great to see you. I hope everyone has a great day. See you all again tomorrow. Thank you.